Hi everybody. So we're going to talk about Larrivée guitars today because these guys are sending us a few guitars and we're excited to see them. And Larrivée is a good American name. Now in 1967, Larrivée started making guitars in Canada, they've always been very proud of their wood supply, and they've always done a dovetail joint. Now this is actually partly a neck. A screw-on joint, but to show you, the dovetail actually fits inside the block. It is not a screw-on, which a lot of guitar companies will use a screw-on bolt-on neck, and they have an argument for it, but I'll tell you, what the dovetail does is actually offer a little more sound and a little more area touching the neck and the body, and it gives it a little more body. So, and this guitar is half off. Larrivée has a couple of models that are unique, and partly because they use this satin finish on some of their guitars, but this is a Rosewood Jumbo, and if you listen to this, Jumbos have a deep bass and a nice crisp treble. There's kind of a scooped mid-range on this, and in some ways that's kind of where the human voice lays in. That's why guys like Jumbos. It's a louder guitar. It is a bit more here for your shoulder and that, but this is a really reasonably priced Jumbo. Really nice even grain. The camera can catch that on this. We just got this guitar in, and they use wood bindings too, which I think is nice, as opposed to getting plastic bindings, which can shrink and contract at different rates. This J03R, that's Jumbo, 03 level, Rosewood, this is only about $2,200, and all solid woods, lacquer finish, and a dove joint, neck joint. And then one of the most popular guitars right now isn't the Dreadnought, it's the OM. So the OM and the Triple O are the same size. The OM and the 000 are the same size from here to here. What's different about the OM is that it's about a finger length longer in scale length, and that gives you a little more projection and makes the strings a little tighter. And so the longer scale length was tuned the same way, it'll make them tighter. A shorter scale length gives you a little looser string. And they also have a wider nut width, and the idea of that is that you can use your finger style. This is an OM size, and this is Rosewood. With Rosewood, compared to a mahogany, Rosewood is darker in color, darker in tone. Mahogany is lighter in color, lighter in tone. You're going to get more upper mids and bright mid-range, and then you are going to get more bass. So I'm going to play this. This Rosewood is about $2,000. This mahogany Larrivée makes a great guitar, so there's real thump here, but you can hear the high end. It accentuates the top end a little more. It accentuates the mids. A bit more too, and the difference in price, that being $2,000, this is not much less. That is basically 21, just under, and this is just over 19. Mahogany wood is coming up in price. Mahogany wood and rosewood guitars used to be a lot different in price, but good mahogany is getting harder and harder to find. So this Larrivée, they're all dovetail neck jointed, and that is shaped like a dove's tail, goes into the block, and these all have high quality tuners, real lacquer finishes. The satin's really smooth, all have wood bindings, a nice touch on the pick guard. It's a beveled off pick guard, and it's a little different than other people's pick guard because it has a little more of that spotty finish to it, which I think accentuates the whole guitar. Bone a saddle, bone nut. And then last, and this is kind of my favorite, and this is a sleeper in the Larrivée catalog, and this is an affordable baritone. So this is Rosewood back, and it's the only way this comes. This is, you can custom order anything, but they make one baritone guitar. We can install a pickup for you, but you're tuned, instead of to a E, you're tuned to a B. So where our bottom note is an E, that matches the second note. So when you're playing an E chord, you're in B. When you're playing an A chord, you're in E. So B or E. Brand new strings. A baritone down here will give you a little more vocal range too. So if you're a songwriter, you can pick up and play familiar chords and write a song in a little different thing. If you're playing with other people, this blends in really well. It slows you down a little bit. Notice when I was rushing, it forces you to slow down a little bit, and that is good for when you're trying to blend in these guitars with other guitars. So a baritone, longer scale length, and this is, wait for it, hang on, 2. This is actually $22.86. It's on sale from above that. It's normally $3,000, but it's down to $22. So if you really want something different, if you're kind of tired of your playing, you want to excite the mind a little bit, try a baritone, and these are in stock. I actually have another one coming from the factory, so I have 2 coming. You want one of these just to excite you, and if you ever want to trade it back in, we'd happily take it back in on trade. All of these come with cases. That's it for Larrivée. See you soon.